And we've been going for 2.5, almost 3 years now. And we've seen a lot, we've made a lot of mistakes in what we've been doing. And Billy and I, we've been spending a lot of time talking about what we need to do, what we need to see, what we've done in the past and make it better. And one of the issues is all the groups that we see out here are wanting to go different directions. And there's no common focus on anything. Where socialism, to start with, should be our common fight. To fight all Marxists, all communists, everything against that that's destroying our nation. That includes Islam. We can have our own little events doing things ourselves, but don't expect big groups to come out. You're wanting to work, when you do that, you want the local community to be involved in that and not rely on the core group showing up, okay? That's like this event here, great event. I'm glad we did two things because hitting both subjects really made a difference in the way people seen what we did today versus just standing there at the monuments.
Yeah.
The monuments, as much as we love and want to keep our monuments, we're not going to do it if we keep focusing on them. We have to focus on what's taking our monuments away from us. So anytime you go stand up, if you're standing against abortion, make sure you hit that socialist agenda of why the abortion is so rampant in our country. You want to hit Satanism, use that Satanism, show how the socialist is connected with it. We need to keep not just jabbing at them, we need to start throwing some real punches. And that also means going and you've got local officials that are outright trying to destroy, like the mayor here. From what I understand, they had a multi-billion-dollar deal set up. The mayor made one decision, and that deal went away a week before they broke ground.
Yeah.
Now, has anyone traced that mayor's money line to see if that money goes back to Texas?
NAACP.
Because if it goes back to that, then you can start exposing the socialist agenda behind what's going on and not focus on the monument. Because history and heritage means absolutely nothing when you're talking to other people.
Right.
You have to show them why they're taking the monuments. I mean, trust me, y'all, I'll fight for my monuments from now on. But we have to readjust the way we fight for them. We've got to go for the underlying cause. Stop it, and then we can save the monuments. Also, we've got several art pieces across the United States and monuments, like the Lenin Monument. We've got the Bloody Mary in New York that's on display. We got several satanic things up and going.
Naked
across
Obama
the
got to
US.
go.
And we need to start getting petitions. Texas, what is it? Houston, Texas has a Lenin Monument. New Orleans has a Lenin Monument. We need to start getting petitions going in those states, Louisiana, in these states, to take them monuments down. Will we succeed? Probably not, be honest. But we can force their hand to at least put some kind of injunction or law in place that we will be able to utilize to save our monuments. We have to go at it that way. We need to start using strategy on how we approach Antifa. We don't need to jump every time they do something. Like what's going on in Little Rock. I know all y'all know about lipstick. What's going on in Little Rock. We don't need to go up there and jump on it every time they do something. Let them build momentum. And then we go up there and we knock them out of the park by just discrediting everything they've been doing. Like May 27th, Memorial Day. Standing up against bullying, remembering the kids that died from bullying, and pushing the agenda that the policies need to be changed. We have to stay on that. We're not social justice warriors, but we do have to get into that area sometimes to be able to get the locals' attention to where you can have people standing behind you. But you always go back, just like yesterday before I came here, I spoke constantly about the socialist agenda behind the zero tolerance program. And that's to completely do away with one person's rights and allow someone else's to happen. And it conditions our children for later in life. We're seeing it in Antifa. We're seeing it in the Democrat Party. We're seeing it in the Socialist parties. They're bullies.
As they are.
You know, we have to bring the real agendas to light instead of tiptoeing around them and trying not to make waves. When we disrupt, and I do mean disrupt, we go into their den at times and we tell them, I don't like what you're doing. You know, will you get kicked out? Probably so. Will you get the cops called on you? Yes. Make sure you're within the law. There's nothing they can do to you. But all together, all of our groups need to focus on the socialist agenda behind every issue that we attack. We do that, we will start a real movement. A movement starts with a step forward. We're taking a tiptoe forward. We need to take a full step and hit it in different areas at the same time.
Well, I'm going to follow up on what Dale Brock, he pretty much said it all. He didn't leave me much to talk about. Naturally, but anyway.
Sorry.
Well, what he was saying is we need to concentrate on the socialist agenda. Well, that's what we need to combat. We're not going to save any monuments out here just coming and standing for these monuments. We got to go after these damn politicians. Yep. Like that shitbag Tammy Sawyer.
Yep.
That's what's running for mayor right now in Memphis. I sent Miss Tammy Sawyer a message the other day. I said, we remember your part in December the 20th. We're not above coming back to Memphis.
Yep.
Good luck in the contest, Miss Sawyer. Okay?
And politicians do know who we are.
Politicians do know who we are. We cost Memphis almost a slick $1 million.
Donald Trump knows who we are.
Yep.
Donald Trump come out and defended us again just, what was it, yesterday or the day before?
Yep.
Because we were the one group out of all of them groups that showed up. The Highwaymen and the 1st Tennessee Rifles was the only two groups there coming together that was there to stand for the Robert E. Lee Monument.
Nothing else.
The rest of those groups was there for the First Amendment, all that other bullshit.
You're awesome.
We were there for the monument, the history and heritage.
Yep.
And that's the reason Donald Trump is taking up for us. That's the reason he keeps mentioning there were good people there that were standing for the monument.
And he gets a message. Every time we do an event, he gets video and a message from me and I figure a few other people about us doing those events. So he knows who we are.
Now guys, every one of y'all wearing these yellow shirts. It's like Lonnie, working with Rex, put this event here together. Asa put one together in Oklahoma City.
Yes, sir. Me and Daniel Davis.
Hal, Dale Brock put some together in Hot Springs. You know, guys, when you got that yellow shirt on, it means you are a leader in this movement.
Yep.
That's what that yellow means. You have to earn that yellow
I
shirt.
felt that this morning when I put it on for the first time.
You are a leader in this movement. People do look up to you because you're a leader in your own area, just like a militia lead
And they will
or a
bring
3%
drama.
lead. But other than 3% militia, you're actually going to get out and do
Whether they
something.
like it or not.
All right, you ain't going to
We're
sit in the
fighting
house
the war at hand,
with a
not
yellow
the war
shirt
to
on.
come.
That ain't what we do.
Yeah, we're fighting the war at hand, not the war to come.
I've been meeting strangers in Ada, Oklahoma who know who y'all are, who know who we are.
Yep.
Like I said, we got some upcoming things.
You know,
Guys,
I
it's
do
gonna
my
get
own
really
thing,
hot
y'all.
come 2020.
There's a lot of times I do my own thing in Hot Springs. And Billy
Fucking
might do
Lambo.
his thing up in the Northwest,
Always in the way.
Always instigating something.
I do that. I'm glad
I try to cover local and all of y'all.
I can't hear shit now. Thanks, Lambdo.
My job in the paper movement is to help y'all.
Way to wreck the whole
locally
fucking
get
thing.
y'all stuff up and going.
We
The
go
goal is
anyways.
to encourage you to do it.
Dude, I had a solid video going there, right? How am I supposed to be a professional with you around? Huh?
Okay? That's more or less what I do. I'm the one that gets on a plane, goes to New York City, gets on a plane, goes to Portland, Oregon.
Thank you.
All right? Dale Brock's more localized down in Arkansas. You need to meet men. You two guys need to meet men in Oklahoma.
They're working on it. As they've been talking to
You know, Lonnie is manning in Louisiana, him and Nathan.
Yep. He's right there.
That's what I'm saying.
And we got enough highway together. You know, we're going to be adding men
We are.
to the highway. And they're proving themselves for more than just 2 events. They've been out there doing things. They've been helping us in the background as well as doing stuff themselves. And that's what we're looking for in highwaymen. And each one of the yellow shirts is to prospect and bring people in that we can take
Let me
notice
tell you the
of.
responsibility of a yellow shirt. It's to be a leader, not some punk ass bitch. Okay, that wants to whine and cry about every little thing all over Facebook and get involved in Nancy ass drama. You're supposed to rise above that bullshit.
Pass the drama to the delete.
That shit shouldn't, unless it's something really groundbreaking, really major destructive, you don't ever address it. Just like I don't. Because it's not important.
That's it.
St. Days of our
The
lives.
drama's killing the patriot movement is the infighting between one group and another group because one person didn't like somebody else. You know what? I might not like Nathan, but I will stand with Nathan if he's willing to stand up beside me.
I might like him to get a haircut.
Right?
We leave this at Carly Locks alone.
But Nathan knows I love him to death. You know, Nathan.
But he's got to get a haircut, but Del Brock doesn't. What's that about?
When else are we gonna get a Confederate Jew?
Right? That's our Confederate Jew right there.
Well, he's got to have a token.
Hey, that's my rider now. Y'all better watch the fuck out.
He is. You know, groups like what Rex has, Rex's group out here, he's been pretty active in the community. And we do have a separate area for your community stuff. And if you're not on it and you're doing something in your community, you need to be on Operation Homefront. Not Highwayman Operation Homefront, but Operation Homefront. You need to be on that page, sharing what you're doing in that community, talking about why you were doing what you were doing. And that's the page that we're going to use to really make the movement move.
The guys, the yellow shirts means you're about the yellow shirt.
Yes.
You're not about your own personal little freaking vendettas. You're not about your own little special interests. You know, you're about promoting what we're doing out here, and that's saving the country. Now, you may have your own special little thing like Del Brock does, you know, going against
the
Islam.
highwayman. I stand as the highwayman. When
Oh
I
yeah,
do
that is his making that pig. Yeah.
But you gotta be about the group.
Yeah.
That's what it's about. It's a brotherhood, guys. Make no mistake. Even if you got tattoos on your head, it's brotherhood.
And I want to say this. Thanks to all the ladies that do what y'all do.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the lady, I mean, the highwayman would be nothing in reality. We would be absolutely nothing if it wasn't for the people and the ladies and men that come and stand with us when we do things.
That's true.
We wouldn't be nothing if it wasn't for the ones taking that step forward and doing it on their own and asking us to join them.
That's right.
So,
Just like KJ's got her own group. They're doing quite a bit out here.
yes.
That needs to continue. You know?
I promote the heck out of yours.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Because yours is the most active of the women's groups.
How many events have you been to already as a group?
Ever since they formed, probably about 50.
What's the name of the group?
12. Women's Revolt.
Women's Revolt.
Well, that's good.
Why 12?
That's good.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
What
saying
y'all
about
need to
12,
do?
about a dozen y'all been to so
That's
far.
awesome.
How many women's patriot
I
groups
lost
out
count.
here
I
on the
don't
right
count.
you see
You
do
know.
really anything? The MAGA girls, they're just selling trinkets on the damn internet.
Exactly.
They're not doing nothing. They're gossiping in their chat bubbles. Because trust me, I'm on the
Shit,
Mega Girl
everybody.
of Arkansas chat.
Daisy.
Yeah, they asked me to be the New York State leader. I told them to go fuck themselves.
They talk shit to everybody. That's what they do.
Well, one girl's got a boob job and the other one got jealous because she looked better than the other one. Stupid stuff.
Who sold-
On the
who
other
sold
side of the truck.
MAGA shirt.
Yeah. Not what the highwayman is about action. If you're not doing action, you're not a highwayman. Pure and simple. You have to be showing that you're willing to do something with or without someone standing behind you when you do it. You got to show that you've got a backbone to save America on your own if you must. That's what a highwayman has to do.
There'll be 3 of us at the Oklahoma rally for sure.
There'll be more than that. There'll be more.
Well, guys, like I said, I don't, we're spread out. Shit's costly. I don't like having many officers. I'm gonna tell you, I don't.
No.
A lot of this we have to fund out of our own pocket. Remember that.
Have you guys been noticing the recruitment posts, the PICA? You guys been seeing that on the pages at all, the PICA?
Never.
Well, it's on the pages, and so it's purpose, integrity, quality, and activism. So we've been posting that lately as a recruitment for other people that want to try to become a highwayman. To become a highwayman, you have to come out and stand with us and participate.
We got to know who you are first.
Like right now, I'm going to post it right now on all the pages.
The Civil War is here. It has been here.
Yes.
It's fought electronically and out here in the streets doing activism. It's not being fought with a rifle right now. It may come to that point. But right now, it's not being fought with a rifle. And rifles don't need to be brought to the fight until it's time.
That's right. The highwaymen, we do not bring the weapons to the events when we come. Because if you have a weapon in your pocket at an event and we get attacked by the far left, you cannot defend yourself. You have to step back and you're useless.
That's right. We've seen it too many times.
Damn it,
We've
Jake.
seen it at Charlottesville. We've seen it at
I
Charlottesville.
kind of figured nothing was going to happen at your event. So I was like,
Right.
Well, I mean, how many times have we seen this, Del Brock?
Well, I mean, they've taken, 40 something people in now from Charlottesville because of that. They've taken people in from up north and, what was it?
Boston.
You're never in the way.
They had some from California that they took back over to Charlottesville. So yeah, it's happening everywhere.
Guys, I'll say this right
Austin,
here.
Texas, a year later, they brought charges on
I'll say this right here, guys.
The internet doesn't forget, and neither do they.
With your arms.
Yes.
Don't go shoot no damn range where you're just pumping paper. You tactically trained to shoot, scoop, and move combat.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And when the time comes, you gather your weapons and you be a force to be reckoned with. But until that time, you leave that son of a bitch at the house.
We put pictures of Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden in the book.
Go right ahead, but remember, the real fight is here. That's it. The real fight is here. Me and Billy's been doing it almost 3 years now. The fight's been here for probably 12. It took NOLA to wake up the new patriots of America. That's what it is. Most of us are really fresh patriots for standing up and really fighting for our country. And it took NOLA to do that. It's been happening on the West Coast and the Far East, but it's not been in our bubble. Once it hit our bubble, it made it reality. And the Southern people, just like in the Civil War, just like in all the other wars, the Southern men, the Southern bloodline, is what fought 90% of our wars. They pulled the men from the South because they knew that they had a heart to fight for their country.
Yeah.
And that's what we have to instill with all of our patriot friends, all of our veteran buddies. If they're not patriotic, doing something for this country, I say to hell with them. Don't support them.
That's right.
Just because they got a payday to go into this military and do what they did, don't mean that they're a patriot.
No,
And this broad support of veterans is bullshit. Straight up. Coming from someone who did not go overseas and spend time in wartime. But I had several brothers I went through basic with that came back and they were missing limbs and stuff. But did they claim PTSD? Most of the ones that I went through with didn't. Most of them, they went into their life, they got treatment, they learned how to deal with it, and they went to work. You know, nowadays, you see these veterans coming out, PTSD, I got this, I got that. Oh, I can't handle going in public no more, I'm agoraphobic. You know, all these excuses is just to draw that socialist paycheck, which makes them our enemy. So we do have veterans that are our enemies. Do not embrace all of them.
Only the one that deserves it through the merit you see from them.
Yes.
I'm gonna say that. Me and Dale Brock has come up against Marine veterans, Air Force veterans, Army veterans, even Coast Guard veterans, Navy veterans that was standing on the other side promoting communism with their damn uniform on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, I love my veteran family that are patriots. Because that's what we said our oath for. Billy said his oath, they didn't come pick him up like they were supposed to, so he didn't get to go in. I was lucky enough to go through and serve for my country. Several of y'all were lucky enough to serve for your country. But our oath meant that it's not when we're getting paid for it, but really when we're not getting paid for what's in your heart. When you took that oath, you should be fighting for God, family, and country. It don't matter if you're getting a paycheck. It don't matter if people are donating or not donating. If you're scraping the last penny out of your pocket to go stand up in the town next to you, it means that you're fighting. You're supposed to fight for this country, the Constitution, and the people of this country.
24/7.
Not the government. Not
Watch
the
is
government.
never over.
I didn't say my oath to protect the government. I said my oath to protect America.
Right.
And sometimes we have to speak out against what the government says. It's not about doing away with the government or destroying the government. It's about bringing it to attention so that we can correct the problem. If we don't correct the problem, we're going to be fighting for nothing. Pure and simple. And like he said, social media, digital. Digital is a major tool that the left is using now. Because the left are smart. I don't care how many Pop-Tarts and Hot Pockets they eat. The left are smart. Even the ones that look like they can't even add 2 plus 2, most of the time they can get on that computer, they can write a program and get in your phone and tell you exactly what you've got in your bank account. They're smart. So going into this, you have to take that mentality out of your mind that they're dumb. And you have to understand that our enemy is smart. They might not be street smart, but they know how to get things going different ways.
They convinced the world there was collusion for 2 years. Still not over.
But they're not smart enough. They
What? I only came here for the food.
Still couldn't win.
Hey, Lonnie.
Hold on.
Hey, Lonnie, you better put one aside for me. You'll be in big trouble.
So they're bringing up the tech issue with our, kind of our foe or our enemy at this time. If you're like afraid of being doxxed and have your life put out on the internet, you're going to have to get over that because it's going to happen. I mean, they're going to find out who you really are and they're going to put it out there. So if you put this yellow shirt on, you're going to be a target by basically the leftists that we're battling right now.
I love you.
They're going to come at you with everything. They're going to try to attack your children and everybody.
My BFF.
Glad you brought up the tech point.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing.
I mean, we still have our
The fork is so greasy, it's falling out of my hand.
We don't have the ones that we need.
Yeah, it's kind
We
of
need the ones that can go in and follow those money trails that the left has. The ones that can go in and being lawful but maybe not legal. There is a difference. Going in and pulling out the information we need so we can get ahead of the left instead of staying behind them. Because we are behind them.
Most of the money is on the left. Most of the money is coming from MPs for Black Lives Matter, Brotherhood. All that money that's coming to them is coming from the Soros Foundation and others. That's where that money comes from.
And the Soros Foundation is getting some of these little bitty organizations set off in these pockets of town.
Yeah.
They get big money donated. It goes up to Soros and back out to the
George Soros donates 10% of the money to the left here in the United States.
It got put in all.
globalism.
Can you grab me a napkin? I touched the sausage, I'm all greasy, and I can't touch anything. Stick right there, go ahead and change them. Stick them right there, girl. Oh, I'm a lesbian now. I will.
Got your star ribs coming off. Anybody want one?
I can't hear anything anymore.
Exactly, sister, but we're all right.
All these organizations are well.
All right, well, can you give us a final? Oh, I can even hear Rex speaking.
They got the advantage of money. They always will have. That's
All right.